There we go. All right, now I can get TikTok up and running too. Activate. Do-do, do-do. Awesome sauce. Okay, Lon. Hey, Fresh Beauty. I don't get going for, well, I gotta get TikTok up and running. TikTok is what runs what we're doing, where, when, why, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so BMC I used to a long time ago, like over 10 years ago. I have not watched them. Not really. They're kind of a little bit troublesome in a way. So I don't really watch them anymore. It's pretty bad when, like, interesting. Sorry, I was doing a little Q&A. It's pretty bad when somebody on their show outwardly denies genocide is occurring. So that's why they're troublesome. Yes, guys, drink your water. Water is important. I hope everybody has their water going. Because that is what we need, guys. That is how you keep it going in general. There we are. That can come down to... Oh, I think I need to change that. Let's see. Maybe? Doesn't have that option yet. Okay. Well, I'll let you know when the phone lines are opening up, Lon. Just keep in mind that there is about a 10 to 15 second delay between me talking and the video. Hey, dog lover. I wish I had a fin or something, but I don't. I'm a normal person. I walk on dry land. Thanks, River Dad. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a nerd for a moment. I'm gonna be a nerd for a moment. Oh, okay. That took me a minute to break that down, Gordon. Longer than it should have. The water is necessary to brew the tea. And then sugar to make it. Yeah, no. That took me way longer than it should have. Hey, Wheels. Oh, guys. Funniest thing happened this morning over on TikTok. Okay. And I can't even say with specifically this morning. It was like, I don't know, 40 minutes ago. I joined my friend RJ, and if you guys aren't following RJ O'Core, you should find him. He's on all of the colorful apps, except for maybe the purple app. He might not be over there on you guys. And no, BMC, I'll explain that in a second. Yes, you were there, Belchi. You were there. Oh my God, you were there. The fact that y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. So the guy, like, his moderator brought me up. I had only said a couple of words. I had stayed off camera. I put up a green screen because on TikTok we use green screens, right, to like show our sources and whatnot, instead of turning around and showing a computer screen, right? And so he had been like off app for like 5 minutes and then came back, and then the guy was like, "Oh, you're that Ari. I know who you are. No, I'm not talking to you." And then kicks me. And I'm just like, that is so funny. I made a grown man afraid of me. I hope somebody has that clip. I hope somebody has that clip of him being like, "I'm afraid of Ari." Hey, Cece. It's just like, okay. Yeah. after saying that RJ was trying to run this whole time. And so I literally had to type in the chat, sorry, I was like, he's a runner, he's a track star. You can call when they're open, dude, unless you live out of the country. That would be like one main reason why. Sorry, why did I open that? I know not to open these things. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there are way more than two choices. I agree. That's why I'm saying I don't have to support Trump. Like, and see, Bradley, you don't even know that he's changed his name. Oh, thank you, Bill. I'm sorry I missed that. So I don't think you actually support him. Did you miss that he changed his name? Like, he legally changed his name? Huh, Brad? Bradley, sorry. Turn your radio off and pretend that you're talking on the phone. That's diabolical. I love that. I decided, guys, I'm going to do, I'll probably do my other topic during the week and then just maybe stick to this over the weekends. It just depends. But for somebody that asked, like, I have 1 dog and 2 cats. I hope that doesn't harm your little fifis. She can't sit with us. Oh gosh. Just to be clear, guys, I guess I do make grown men cry. It's very odd. In fact, it's not something that I want to do. But it did happen this morning. I didn't know it could start so early. All right. Phone lines are open. That's cool, Bradley. Honestly. Oh, BMC? No, it wasn't about Gaza. It was about, Armenia. That sank he denied that there was an actual genocide occurring in Armenia. Good morning. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yep.
How old are you?
34.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Of course.
You did? Okay. And do you still support him?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. What is the main reason that you are still supporting Trump?
You know what? After this week, I don't see how anyone could ever support a progressive again. You guys are disgusting terrorists, and you have blood on your hands.
Because that's very interesting. What political affiliation did the shooter have? Can you remind me?
Oh, give me a break.
Oh,
give me a break. Say, yeah,
okay.
Give me a break.
All right.
I guess you put that on.
Ah! There's your break. Giddy up. Listen, guys, I'm going to put this out there very clearly. In no way, shape, or form do I condone any kind of political violence. And no one, not a single person, deserves to be unalived at the end of a pew-pew. Period. Just for them speaking their political views. Absolutely fucking not. And if you're using that as a reason to support Trump, then you have other problems. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Fucking dumbass demo.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Hi, how old are you?
I am 41.
You're 41, and did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Okay. And do you still support him?
Yes.
You do. Awesome. What is your main reason for still supporting Trump?
Because I think he's making the country more like China and other countries that go through a rapid economic growth period. Usually they have strong government involvement in business, and that changes a cycle of malaise.
Why is making our country similar to China a good thing?
Mainly for economic benefits.
Economic benefits. So
Yeah,
interesting to
you
hear this,
see,
right? I want to be I want to kind of delve into this. So one of the main critiques that we hear about China is in fact the point that they have slave labor in a part of their country. And if we look at it economically, they actually pay their laborers in almost all parts of China, like their laborers in almost all parts of China, a livable wage. So can you tell me if where in any shape or form Donald Trump is encouraging the increasing of the federal minimum wage to make it a livable wage?
no, I'm not saying he's
Well,
doing it,
you said
but
economically, so this would fall under economics, and you said he's making it so that we're similar to China economically, so he should be supporting a federal livable minimum wage. Even if we
I
base
don't
it just off
have,
of the red states, where I think the lowest livable wage is like $43,000, and we can break that down real quick. $43,000, 12 divided by 2. That's not what I wanted to do. For a moment there, I forgot how to do this. I did 26, so it's 80. So that's about $21 an hour. Thank you, Dawn.
yeah, I'm not looking short term. I'm looking at what he's destroying politics as usual
Uh-huh.
for another president to come in.
Gotcha. So you still support him on basically just your thoughts and feelings and your vibes. Is that it?
I don't think it's thoughts and feelings and vibes.
It sounds like thoughts and
Look
feelings
at
and vibes if you're saying
look
he's destroying the political climate for the next president to come in under. So that's thoughts, feelings, vibes, hopes, and prayers. So I have news for you. You're not going to get very far on your thoughts, feelings, and vibes, hopes, and prayers about destroying the current political climate and hoping that something changes with it for that regard. So, yeah. Try to get better reasons to still support somebody. Phone lines are back open. Also, guys, over on TikTok, if you're not already following my backup account, go ahead and hit that follow button. That's one of the reasons why it's up here. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
45?
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
I am 26 years old, so I hear that you don't support Trump, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of know about it too, these niggas be playing.
Can't say that word. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello!
Go away. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
76.
All right. And, sir, did you vote for Trump?
What?
I don't think you meant to call in. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, it's me, Long. I voted for Trump
twice.
Okay. Do you
Both
still
times.
support him? Hey, Xenia.
Yeah, yeah, in a way, because I guess I was swept up by his promises, and in a way, I kind of want to see it through. But even though, like, the whole tariff thing, I was kind of I believed in that other countries would pay,
Yeah.
for the tariff taxes and everything. But evidently, it all boils down to, the ones making the tariffs and to the consumers, which is us.
Yeah.
Right. And they promised that gas prices would be down to like $1.99 or something like that, but they're
Not,
still quite
yeah.
high.
Hasn't happened yet. Oh, Xennial over in Tiki Talkie. I gave you special powers. Sorry, not you.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
And the whole
so
thing about what he claimed. I'm sorry.
yeah, I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
ask. It doesn't really sound like you have a reason to continue to support him. So is there a reason why you are still supporting him?
Like I said, I wanted to see it through. Like I kind of believe I want to see the other countries pay tariffs. I want to see the whole
Except that's
social
not
security.
how it works. So if
It
you
ain't.
are acknowledging that companies don't pay for tariffs, who pays the upfront cost of tariffs to the American government if we say have a 35% tariff on China, for example?
U.S. usually pays up front.
Mm. So it actually would be the United States importer.
Right, which it shouldn't be that way. Which is, I mean, tariffs don't work that way. But
That's exactly how they work. That's always how tariffs worked.
and so what is it? Is it a tariff or not? I mean, so I
It
want
is
to
a
see a real.
tariff. It just doesn't do what he says it does. Also, TikTok, y'all are not tapping that screen. Should already be at 15,000 likes, guys.
And the whole thing about him claiming that the one that did that to Charlie was from the left. I mean, he didn't know. I mean, I don't think he was from the left.
No. He's
Since
a.
he said he was anti-fascist or whatever he was.
Yeah, even then, it doesn't really sound like he believed it. So, here, as far as what we know about the shooter, there's not. Sorry, the unaliver. TikTok is being
Right.
super sensitive.
Right.
There's a couple of things that we know. He
He
was
gave him
registered.
$200.
Yes, he donated to his campaign in 2020.
Yeah.
He was registered a non-affiliated voter. However, his voter registration was inactive, meaning he didn't vote in 2024. Nor did he vote in the primaries in 2022, which would have been
It
the
was just
first election that he would have been old enough to vote in, right? So those are the things that we know. We don't know what his actual party affiliation was. We don't know what he
Right.
actually believed. We know that his entire family did not agree with Charlie Kirk. We do know that.
And we don't know if there's actually.
And I
mean,
I
is
would
there
love to
fascists
see. I
here?
would actually love to see. Can you name me one person that would be considered a leftist that would write on anything that says if you're reading this you are GAY LMAO?
Who, me?
Yeah, can anybody like tell me what leftist, right? Somebody on the left or a Democrat, do you know, would write on a magazine, right, saying if you're reading this you are GAY LMAO?
If I know anybody from the left that would write that you are
LMAO. Yeah. LMAO. What Democrat do you think would write that?
I don't think any of them probably would.
Yeah, no, to
Would
me
they?
that sounds like something a kid writes, right? I mean, he was only
Right.
22, so to me then he's a kid, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know he wrote that. Right. That's what I was thinking. I just said, yeah, it sounded kind of, yeah.
Yeah, if
I was
anybody
thinking my
watched the press
daughter.
conference that
Yeah.
the governor held yesterday from Utah, I actually watched it. So I listened to him speak and I listened to him talk about what they found written down and I listened to him to condemn the action, which again, I absolutely condemn the action. The
Right.
unalivement that occurred, that is not okay in any way, shape, or form, right?
I
But
agree. I
when he's
agree.
going over it and then you see that the terminology that this kid is using is from a video game. Hey, RJ. And even with the up arrow, right arrow, down, 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 apparently that's like Hellrisers or whatever the name of that video game is. Hellgate, I don't know. And it's to call a bomb dropping in the game. Like, this guy is a kid that lived in video games, right? So if anything, the one thing about if you're reading this, you are GAYLMAO, Helldivers. I'm never going to get it right, guys. I will literally never get it right. It's not my type of game from what I understand. He was a kid playing a video game. We have no proof, no idea what his motive is. His father calls their preacher, and they both mutually convinced him to turn himself in, which he did, right? Even though a tip had already been given by his friend and all of this other stuff, right? We know these things to be fact at this point, okay? So all of these things happen, and like we have no evidence to say who was on what side when it comes to him. And I'm honestly glad that he was found and turned himself in, and he's still alive to speak about it. And thank you, Mark, for becoming a member.
Yeah, maybe
I'm really glad.
Of this.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad. So we can actually find out what his motives are. I think he's a piece of shit for doing what he did. Sorry, TikTok. I'm not trying to bully anybody. Don't cancel me. And nobody deserved that. No one did. No one at all.
Regardless, of any affiliation or anything.
No,
And
no one deserves that.
And Trump also lied about the 2020 election. You know, I kind of I believed him. You know, I was like, I believed it because of, where I live. I live here in West Texas. It was all Trump all day long. I mean, we had parades and everything out here. I mean, it was Trump world. I thought he was going to win. You know, and I mean, when he lost,
Keeter, real quick. Keeter, I didn't say that. No way, shape, or form did I say that. I literally have said that he has no political affiliation, and that's all we know. So, and Bella Ciao also has other references outside of Antifa. It also has video game references. Yeah, you guys don't get it. There's so much that goes into this. But yeah. Well, it doesn't really sound like you're doing much to still be in support of him, aside from just thoughts and prayers and vibes, and I get that, man. But I hope you have a good one, okay?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
me?
you. Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I still support him because, he's our president, and in a way...
What I would encourage you to do is realize that you don't have to support the president of the United States. Nothing requires you to actively support the president of the United States. You can think really, outside of it, and then that's would be engaging in critical thinking.
Would you think it would be good moral standing to?
No.
Any president at all?
No. You
no
want to know what?
All?
Do you want to? You know what I really think? I think the most American thing that somebody can do is be critical of our government. So by being able to have these conversations and then actively say hey, Biden did shit wrong, Trump has done shit wrong, Obama did shit wrong, Bush did shit wrong, Clinton did shit wrong.
I voted for Obama.
Good for you.
I mean, not that that's a good thing, but I was left and went right.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Mainly because of...
So here's the thing, though. Do you believe that the president works for the people, or that we, the people, work for the president?
Well, I think it depends how you want to look at it. Okay, on one side, you could say that he wants to work for the people because
it's not
he only
once.
took $1.
This is not a once, sir. I'm asking you what, if we look at the United States Constitution, do you believe that it's the president that works for the people, or we, the people, work for the president of the United States?
I think the president works for us.
Exactly. So then, therefore, you owe no loyalty to the president of the United States. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 42.
You're 42. Awesome. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
You did. Oh, why'd you hang up? Okay, well, I'll just read Timothy's. Thank you for your patience and understanding. You seem genuine and not interested in rage bait like others. I hope people on my side will be respectful. Timothy, most of them aren't respectful, but I respect your opinion on asking that they are, but it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
27.
Awesome. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay, and do you still support him?
I do.
All right. What is your main reason that you're still supporting Trump?
He has accomplished much of what he set out or said he was going to do when he was running, or is still working on accomplishing it at least, and you can very clearly see the effort being put into fulfilling those promises.
Okay. Let's get into specifics. Like what?
But I actually was calling about something. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Real quick. One more heart me, guys, over on TikTok. Let's knock this out of the way. What's up?
So you said that the shooter, the guy who shot Charlie Kirk, that we are unaware of what his true ideology was?
Correct. He was a non-affiliated voter. He didn't vote in 2024. He didn't vote in 2022. And according to the FEC records, he contributed to Donald Trump's campaign in 2020, but didn't do anything in 2024. So, yeah, we have no idea what his political ideology is.
Does that mean he has no political ideology?
No, I'm not making that claim. I'm not, but I'm also not claiming
I'm not
he's
saying you are, but I'm
one-sided or
just
the
asking
other.
a question.
And I'm not saying he's one-sided or the other. I'm saying we don't know, because we don't.
But if you had to pick, which one do you think he would lead towards?
No idea. There's a lot of shit
No, take a
surfacing
guess.
around.
Like, best guess. If you have a gun to your
I'm not
head, you have
doing
to
that.
pick one side.
No, then
because
just
you,
unalive
because you know
me.
it'll be left. It's very obvious, yeah.
What,
It's very
leftist?
obvious that
Okay,
he's on the
cool.
left.
Let me try this again. I asked the last caller this question. Thank you, Dawn, for the jellyfish. So let me try asking you this question. So can you name me one leftist or Democrat that would write on a piece of paper anywhere, if you are reading this, you are GAYLMAO?
Tyler Robinson.
You can't
Is that
use
the guy's
him
name?
because we don't know what his political affiliation is again. So let's use your critical thinking.
Okay, my friend, I have a friend whose name, well, his name's Caden. I'll say that. Who is
Oh, so
very
just
much like
somebody
a
that you
leftist,
know.
and
Well, I have
asked me to name
many.
one, I did.
Yeah, and you know what? I have many Democratic friends that are actually registered Democrats
and
who
this
would
is
abhor
just
that kind
like
of comment.
Tyler Robinson,
But
who
I
is a
also
normal
do
person
have
who is a
Republican
leftist,
friends that write
and
that
he would do
all the
that.
time, and they think it's so funny to
Okay,
say on
what's
there.
your point?
So I mean.
So are
Well,
you saying
I
he's
have 5
Republican?
friends
Are
that
you
outweigh
trying to
your
say-
one
are you
friend.
implying that he's
Wow.
Republican?
I have one
Are you
friend that
implying that
outweighs
Tyler
your one
Robinson was
friend's
on the right?
opinion. I have one friend that outweighs your one friend's opinion. So what are we supposed to do about it?
Well, you asked me to name one.
I have 5 friends that outweigh your one friend's opinion. So what are we supposed to do about it?
It depends on the number of.
I
people you
have
know.
5
That's how you
friends that
determine
outweigh
this
your
guy.
one friend's
What are you trying
opinion.
to say
So
with
what
that?
are we supposed to do
Okay,
about
I
it?
have one.
Okay,
What
5
are you-
outweighs
what are you
1.
supposed to do about it? What do
Wow.
you mean?
What are we supposed to do
What do you-
about it?
I'm not
5
saying-
outweighs
what do you-
1.
what does that
Wow.
mean?
What are we
do you-
supposed to do about
what are
it?
you asking?
5
Okay,
outweighs
so
your
it's a-
1. What are we
you
supposed to
asked
do
me
about
to
it?
name- Oh my God, are you trolling me right now?
No,
That's
I'm just
hilarious.
being
Holy
condescending.
shit.
You're right, racers.
I can
I
see-
am
yeah,
being
you are.
condescending
Yeah,
because this
trolling me,
guy's not
exactly.
understanding what we're saying, right? So name me a
I'm not
larger
understanding
political
what you're
figure.
saying.
Can you name me one political figure that's ever
wasn't
said
your
that?
criteria.
Oh, I know.
That
So
wasn't
I'm
your
gonna
criteria. You
bring
moved
it
the goalpost.
down. I did in this case because I mean you haven't proven anything to be like my one friend Caden,
Well,
if
I
that
have-
if that was
so
his
I
name, I
asked
don't
you the
remember.
question,
Said all of
which
this
side
stuff
do you
with
think he
stuff.
leans on?
And I told
Based
you
on
I
the
don't
things that
know.
he said.
I don't know. You want to know why I don't know? Because I don't make assumptions about
saying
people
that you know
prior
to give an
to
answer. I'm
having
asking
all
you
of the
what-
evidence. I am not giving you an opinion. Can you move past that in any way without me giving you an opinion? Are you unable? Are you incapable of moving past this without me giving you an opinion?
Yes, I would very
Okay.
much like to hear your opinion.
That's not even what I asked. Let me try asking this slower. Are you incapable of moving past this without me
Yeah.
giving you an opinion? Then I don't need to talk to you. I thought no one could be below a rage bait grifter like Kirk until I got flashbanged by that close-up video on Twitter. Listen, guys, that I hope that those videos are removed from Twitter. I honestly do. Because I don't want his kids to see that. That is sick shit. I don't want... Snuff films should not be allowed anywhere. They should not be allowed anywhere. Hey, racers, if I hurt your feelings so much, hit that request button, but I think you're too scared to. Come on. Hit that request button, Pookie Pie. Yeah, that video, it needs to be removed everywhere. It really does. I don't want his kids to see it. I literally, my heart goes out to his wife if she had to see that too. That was disgusting. I know they were in the crowd. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible shit. I know, Dan. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hmm?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
What year were you born?
I was born in 2005.
Okay. Do you still support him?
What was that?
Said, do you still support him?
I do support him in certain areas. I'm not going to say that the president, what he is doing and everything that he's doing is great. Now, this is debatable for all sides to say that a president is perfect. No, then that would just be glorifying. I'm saying that I'm just going to make it very more simple to put it. I'm not going to say that everything he's doing is great. There are some points that I like. There are some points that I don't like. For example,
Okay.
I like
really
what
quickly,
he did.
Michael, I'll address your chat after this. Sorry,
What was
just
that?
want to... Not you, somebody sent a super and I just wanted to let them know I'm going to read it after I'm done talking to you.
Okay.
I've
yeah.
never talked to you before, not you, this other chica.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I just want to make some points here. Like, for example, I do like what he's doing with the border. This is literally what we voted for. All right. This is what we
It's actually
asked
not. The according to exit polling, the majority of people, the vast majority of people voted for Donald Trump because of the economy. Immigration was like number 3. So, and from what we see, it was number 1 in his debates. But according to exit polling, which tells us why people went and filled in his name in the voter booth, right? Filled it in on that little circle. Exit polling shows, the data shows that the majority of individuals that voted for Donald Trump did it because of the economy and lowering grocery store prices. And what did we see at the end of the day about grocery store prices? According to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, grocery prices are up. Gas prices are slightly down, but not on average. Like, I don't think...
Now, now here's the thing.
Exactly, Xennial.
The immigration, does the border control and the immigrations for immigrants to coming into this country and taking jobs affect economy for the Americans?
Yeah, actually, we have statistics and data and money data that shows that, guess what? I don't know if this is going to blow your mind or not, but that immigration is a net positive for our economy. And same with people who are undocumented. Are you aware that undocumented immigrants are able to pay in taxes? Yes or no? They are. No, it's not actually. So the IRS does not discriminate based off of documentation status when it comes to you being able to obtain an ITIN. You can look it up on the irs.gov. You can look it up on the irs.gov. They are able to obtain ITIN numbers, right? And what we have statistics and data is that illegal or undocumented immigrants paid $24 billion into Social Security in 2024. And now we are sitting and waiting to lose that money going into our social safety net of Social Security that benefits our older generation significantly from being paid into Social Security, while we don't have enough people turning the age of 18 in order to work. So the only alternative is what we're seeing in other states, specifically red states like Florida, that are attempting to lower the minimum age of who they can employ as workers in order to offset that differential, because we don't have enough people turning the age of 18 to outweigh the number of individuals that are going to be deported out of our country. And so therefore, the only other option is to let our social safety net, known as Social Security, fail.
Okay, now let me ask you a question, because the thing is, this argument becomes
Are you able to
redundant when you-
even address anything that I just said?
I did, but now I'm going to
No,
answer.
you haven't actually. You just said, okay, can I ask you a question? That's not addressing anything that I said. So are you able, I didn't ask you a question. I made a statement. Are you able to address my statement? No, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. No, it's not. I made a statement. You address the points in my statement. You didn't address any points in my statement. No, when you ask me if you can ask a question, by the way, that's also asking a question. So when I say no, that's because I already allowed you to ask a question. Okay. So when you try, how about you start by making a sentence, forming a sentence, and talking about what I just said, and then ask your question at the end of it. That would prove that you've been listening this entire time. Similarly enough, when you asked me a question, I started off with a statement, and then I followed up at the end of that statement with a question. That's how you actually have a conversation and you address the points that were made. Or are you incapable of addressing the claims that I just made?
You're not even letting me speak now, so that's
you have been able to speak. So if all this time that you've been up here crying about not being able to speak, you could have already addressed my point. No, there is no question that you need to ask me. I need you to address what I said and then ask me at the end of it.
I will address it.
How about you give I don't know, one or two sentences?
Okay, fine.
If you're not even bringing up anything that I said, I will interrupt you again.
Okay, fine. I will address the statement. One, I don't like the fact that they're allowing this. I don't like the fact that they're encouraging this, and especially when it comes down to the consumers or the workers not being able to get jobs because of businesses that are corrupt businesses that are allowing the immigrants to actually get work. They're encouraging this. Now,
no, that actually wasn't addressing what I said. Can you repeat back any part of what I actually said?
Okay, this is going to be all right. Fine. How about this?
What did I say? What information did I give you? Let's try that.
You gave me more about the IRS and how it affects and how it can still take immigrants' incomes and how it still works off of immigrants.
What else did I say?
Okay, listen. Can we move on?
No, because you're not addressing my point. What else did I say?
Okay, but you're not addressing mine either. So
you haven't made a point yet. What else did I say?
You won't let me make a point. So how is that fair? You're not actually letting me make a point. So if you won't let me make a point,
what else did I say? You can do whatever you want. No one's keeping you here, like literally.
I want to make a point. I want to be able to make my own points too. But if you
you have to address what I said.
It's not even how not all debates go this way. So you don't always get the here's the thing. Let me tell you
This
something
isn't a
about when it
debate.
comes down to people making their points
This,
and
sir,
having
I
their
don't think you
questions
realize, like, when you scrolled into the stream, I know for a fact it doesn't say debate anywhere here. This is a conversation. This is commentary. So we'll try this again.
Debate can be
What did I
commentary,
say?
it's conversation.
What did I say? Can you finish to bring up the point of anything that I said? Because I addressed your labor claim. I addressed the amount of money that they pay into taxes, but I also addressed other things. So what points did I make about the labor part? Can you remind me?
Okay. No. Listen,
No? You weren't listening?
Listen, I was
What
listening.
points?
I'm trying.
What points did I make about the labor market?
Okay. When it comes to the labor market, I do not agree when it comes down to the IRS and businesses.
That wasn't about the
that
labor
are-
market. What points did I make about the labor market and why we needed immigrants to come in?
Okay, so are we just going to be going back and forth on this? Can we please move on? The point here is that you're
Do
not
I need to
willing
give you
move on.
help to remind you?
Listen.
What did
You-
I say
I want
about
to-
what did I say
I
about
want to move
18-year-olds?
I want to move on. You're literally stucking me
Oh,
here. You're trying to forcefully
Because you're
stuck
not
me in
able
this
to
one
address anything that I said?
Oh my God. You're not addressing what I said, but you're not letting me question. You're not even letting me have the question in the first place. You're not
I
letting
love
me
how I
talk.
haven't even brought it back up, but yet my entire chat is
This is a
totally
double
able
standard.
to recap everything that I said.
Listen, this isn't a double standard. I don't
That's a
think you
good point,
understand
Danielle.
it.
Yeah,
Even-
Danielle thinks that you want to move on because you're not able to address anything that I said.
You won't even
And I
listen,
asked you to
continue.
summarize what I said. And guys,
Oh.
I can't increase his volume anymore. If you guys can't hear him, it's not my fault he's not talking into his microphone.
Listen, I know I want to try to address. I can't remember everything exactly to the T.
Well,
but
then
as far
you
as
can
it
just
comes
give a summary of what your recollection is, but you've missed large gaps of it, and that's the problem that I have. Because I did address,
Okay, fine.
I did directly address your labor claim, and I gave you
Okay.
my own, and then you have provided nothing.
Fine.
or
You
have
want
said
to
nothing
you can
about it.
You can resay the labor claim if you want. I'll
If
try my
if I
best
want,
to
I
re-
don't want to. I'm trying to ask you
So then you don't want to emphasize your
give
claim
it.
either. So isn't this funny
Oh,
how
no,
these
this is
topics work?
actually a you problem because everyone else is listening and they're
I'm trying to have a
understanding and they
conversation with you
comprehend it.
here.
And they also kept track of everything that I said. It's literally you who are unable to repeat back to me the points that I made because it shows you weren't listening to me the first time.
We've been stuck on this, and I actually now at this point I said, fine, you can re-say what you have said, so that we can find, so I can at least get the whole point here. 'Cause
Oh, that's
I
a
want
good
to
one,
continue
Samantha.
this
I haven't heard that one
conversation.
before.
So now you're saying no, you don't want to re-say. So now you're just at the point where you want to end this conversation with me, or you're trying to claim for me not wanting to listen when I just
'Cause
said
you're
that
not
you can
listening.
repeat it if you want.
Because you weren't
Oh,
listening the
I'm-
first time. I'm sorry. Let me be clear, guys. And I don't know if people don't realize this, but there's a point where if you're not listening the first time, at what point do I owe you to
What if I
repeat it
didn't-
back to you
what if I
for
didn't
your
catch-
own incompetence for choosing not to listen the first time? I don't
That's not
owe
how-
you anything when it comes to
That's
this.
not fair.
If
don't-
you are
you're not
if you are
allowing-
not able to retain information and data within your head at the time and listening during a conversation, then I would encourage you, and I actually have encouraged people this, and I have a little notebook myself if I ever feel like I'm not able to pay enough attention, that I take notes. In fact, here, guys,
Okay.
I'll show you guys my notes
Fine.
from
How
this
about
week
this?
just to
Listen,
just
how
to
about
prove a
this?
point. Like
Listen,
I
how about
actually
this?
take
I'm
notes
just-
during
how about this? Wait, one
conversations,
second.
and I don't know why people don't do it themselves. Like I actually have taken notes during conversation. Like if
I
you're
don't
not
have pen and
able
paper
to
on me.
retain your information, right? While I'm actively talking and I only spoke in a one paragraph, then perhaps you need to start taking notes. And I don't mean that to denigrate you, but it's literally even I
That's
take
what you've been
notes.
doing, but okay. All right, listen.
No,
how
I'm
about
being
this?
condescending
I wanna
with
continue-
you. There's a
Hold on,
difference.
One second. I want to have.
I
This,
don't
wanna
think so.
continue This conversation. You said that I haven't fully grasped what you said.
No, you weren't
Now, I'm
listening is
giving
what
you-
I
wait, can you
said.
please- Wait, 1 second.
Don't put
I'm
words in
giving
my
you-
mouth that I
want
didn't
to-
say.
You just said that, so but hold on.
No,
Now,
I
listen.
said that
Wait,
you
listen,
weren't
move past,
listening.
move past, move
I
past,
said
move
that
past.
you weren't listening.
Move
Do you
past.
see how you weren't
I-
listening again? If I'm
Okay,
having to refer, like, give you back
I
my
just
words.
said you can re-say what you just said to me. Just re-say exactly what you said, and I want to get all the points. Okay, I'm sorry if I missed something. All right, now if I did miss something, it's on me. Now I'm giving you the option to re-say it, so I can try my best to
Oh,
get all the
I'm
points
glad he finally
as
said
much as
option. He
possible.
understands that it's
Now,
my
listen,
choice.
hold on. I've even asked you this, and you said no. That I'm not worthy enough to because I'm not paying attention. I want to listen to you, and I want to have a conversation. You said no. So how about this? Either we can try to continue this conversation by you saying what you said to me before again, and I'm gonna try my best to get every single point because I want to have this conversation with you. Or if you don't, that's fine, and I'll leave because it's obvious that you don't want to have the conversation. So
Oh,
what is it
no,
gonna
the
be?
only
You
thing
wanna have
that's
this
obvious is that you're unfortunately just not able to listen, and I'm not entirely sure why. Sure,
Okay, so
if
then you
you...
don't want to have the conversation then. Very
Goodness.
well then. It's nice speaking to you. I wanted to have this conversation, but it's obvious that you didn't want to have it with me because you don't
Keep
want
going.
to because you
Hey,
don't
I
want to
have news for
cooperate.
you. Your
All right,
flight
have a
leaves
good day
in
now.
2 seconds. This is not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Yeah. Okay, Michael said, y'all getting mad at her for doing the exact same debate. Yeah, it's true. And I'm not reading that last part, but thank you, Michael, for the $4.99. You have 5 friends. Kind of sounds like you're saying Republicans say that kind of stuff engraved on the bullets and not Democrats. Again, I was just doing it to prove a point. So, Skeleton, I'm going to help you out. If someone says, I have a friend who is a Democrat and told me X, Y, Z, and then I say that, well, I have a friend that's a Republican that told me X, Y, or sorry, A, B, C. So which one do we believe? It was to prove a point that anecdotal stories don't prove anything. That was the point that I was trying to prove. If you are not able of understanding, like capable of understanding that anecdotal stories are not proof or evidence, then that's again not a me problem, that's a you problem. When I retort back saying that, yeah, there are 5 people that I know that have said this, here, what do you do with that information? The point I was trying to get him to say is, well, you can't do anything with that information because it's anecdotal and not provable. It is not me saying that the shooter was one way or the other from Tuesday. I hope that helps. Donating this towards your future private security, all, I think you meant pray with an A, should have a chance. All pray should have a chance. Oh, never mind. You did mean that. Wow. Who wants to go and report this comment over on the Red app? Because that's an actual threat. Do you like threatening people on the internet from an anonymous account? Is that what you enjoy doing? Is that how you get off? Then I encourage you to actually get a better life. Because if you get off from threatening individuals, random individuals on the internet, then I think you forget that these are actual federal crimes, and this will be reported to the FBI. Thank you for that. Because this is a federal crime to threaten individuals on the internet. And now we have your account. People are actively reporting you. I actually know 3 people right now that are in these lives that are able to obtain your IP address and send that to the FBI as well. 3 people that are actively watching this live. So would you like to continue to make threats and get off on that? Is that how you enjoy spending your day? Is threatening random people on the internet? Without realizing that that's not just a crime, it's a federal crime? It's the other stream dolphin. It's not the portrait, or sorry, it's not the landscape, it's the portrait one. Yeah, literally no one has been, at least not for me, right? I have not been celebrating his unalivement in any way, shape, or form. Yes, that's also a good point, Dime. You are allowed to say whatever you want, but guess what? Actions have consequences. Oh, you think? You guys really think? Oh, I'm not doing it, Jeremy. I said I know other people that will. There we go. When you make a threat of violence, and then we know what you're referencing at this point. Oh, I'm not justifying it either. I'm so glad that none of you have been listening to me. Oh, I can't because TikTok updated their terms of service and they're a very sensitive application. Yes, Adrian, it's currently off while I'm talking to the silliness in the chat. I said that there is no justification. I have clearly said that there is no justification for what occurred to Charlie Kirk on Tuesday. Absolutely no justification for what occurred. Political violence is not okay in any way, shape, or form. It should never be occurring. I have made that very clear. If you're not listening, that's a you problem. Oh, Kang, you just wasted everyone's time by not letting that man answer your question, why do you support Trump? He did answer the question, and then I also talked to him about his answer to the question. You talk too much and you embody what I dislike in the Republican Party. You're the reason I support Trump. Well, interesting. I'm not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. I am quite, in fact, a non-affiliated voter because I have voted both ways. I encourage you to look up Tom Tillis, Gregory Murphy out of North Carolina. From when I lived there, I voted for both of them. I have voted both ways. If I am the reason why you support Trump, then I also have further news for you. You are a weak-minded individual who is incapable of critical thinking or critical thoughts. Because if someone like me is able to immediately say one bad thing about Donald Trump and you're like, yep, that's it. She's the reason why I'm going to continue to support him. That means you're not capable of critical thinking on your own. And again, that's a you problem. And I think you don't realize that, again, the last caller answered my question of why did he support Trump. I let him ramble. He brought up immigration. He specifically brought up that immigrants are taking our jobs. They're taking our jobs. And so then I addressed that point, and I addressed why I believe that immigration was necessary to come into our country. I also addressed the fact that there are Republican-ran states, like Florida, for example, that are actively working to try to lower the minimum working wage within their state to try to compensate for the fact that they're conducting all of these deportations because there just aren't enough people turning of age in order to supplement our workforce in America. And he couldn't remember that at any point in time. So I hope that helps, King. If you're not able to remember 5 seconds in the past or 30 seconds past of conversation, that's literally a you problem, not a me problem. Oh, no, I agree, Ark. He is. I'm not saying, I didn't realize that when I voted for him, but hey. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
I am 33.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Do you still support him?
Not so much recently. Look, I just wanted to call and say I did vote for him because of the economy, just like you mentioned on the exit polls. I voted for him because I felt that he was going to kind of change like a lot of the like world policies that we had, where we kind of spend a lot of our taxpayer money on causes and things outside of the country, where I felt like our economy really needed fixing right away. And I kind of felt like he was going to, just with all his rhetoric, he was going to be more focused on the United States more than anything else. But then it kind of turned into this, pile on immigrants, let's kick them all out kind of thing. I felt like they're kind of saying that this is going to fix the economy. But I don't believe that it will. And I think the rhetoric around, them being rapists and killers and things like that.
Moderate your language just for tiki-talkie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I just feel like that kind of rhetoric, when people see it over and over on certain, news channels and things like that, or on YouTube algorithms that are tailored towards them already, they're just going to keep getting more and more ideas that, oh, this is true or something like that, where like the majority of people aren't like that, and there are people like that from every race. And stuff like that.
Real
So
quick,
it's just
the
negative.
portrait
It's not
stream
helping,
on the Red app that I can't
but that's
say
all I
on
really have to say.
Tiki-Talkie, come back. I gotta restart. All right, man. I mean, listen,